You've probably heard someone blame their mood, their weight, their energy crashes, or even their skin breakouts on hormones. And honestly, they're not wrong. Hormones are running the show behind the scenes of basically every single function in your body, and when they fall out of balance, everything starts to feel off. The good news is you don't always need to reach for a prescription to start feeling better. There are 6 science-backed natural strategies that can genuinely move the needle when it comes to hormonal balance. And today, we're breaking all of them down. Stay with me because some of these might completely change the way you think about your daily habits. So first, let's quickly understand what we're actually dealing with. Hormones are chemical messengers produced by glands throughout your body, and they communicate with your cells to regulate things like metabolism, reproduction, stress response, sleep, hunger, and even how you handle emotions. When these messengers are out of sync, you might experience fatigue, anxiety, weight gain, irregular cycles, poor sleep, brain fog, or a whole range of other symptoms that seem completely unrelated but are all connected under the hood. Strategy number 1 is to fix what you eat, because food is arguably the most powerful lever you have. Your hormones are literally built from the nutrients you consume, and certain foods either support or sabotage that process. Healthy fats are critical here. Your body uses fat to manufacture many of its hormones, so cutting fat completely out of your diet in the name of weight loss can seriously backfire. Think avocados, olive oil, eggs, fatty fish, and nuts. These aren't just trendy foods, they are building blocks for hormonal health. On the flip side, ultra-processed foods loaded with refined sugars and synthetic additives are a hormonal nightmare. When you constantly spike your blood sugar through junk food, your pancreas pumps out insulin nonstop. Over time, your cells start ignoring that signal, which is called insulin resistance, and it doesn't just affect blood sugar. It throws off estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol too. Your plate has a direct line to your endocrine system, so treating it like it matters is one of the most impactful decisions you can make. Polyphenols and flavonoids found in foods like berries, dark chocolate, and green tea are also worth highlighting here. Research consistently shows these plant compounds reduce inflammation, and chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the key drivers of hormonal disruption. So eating colorful, whole, real food is not just good advice for general wellness, it's specifically protective of your hormonal ecosystem. Strategy number 2 is to stop underestimating sleep. This one gets mentioned so casually that people have started to tune it out, but the science is genuinely alarming when you dig in. While you sleep, your body is doing the heavy lifting of hormonal regulation. Growth hormone is primarily released during deep sleep. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone, follows a rhythm that is almost entirely dependent on consistent sleep and wake cycles. Leptin, which signals fullness, and ghrelin, which signals hunger, are both heavily disrupted by even one night of poor sleep. If you're getting less than 7 hours consistently, you're essentially working against your own hormonal system every single day. And here's the cruel irony. Hormonal imbalances like elevated cortisol actually make it harder to fall asleep, so it becomes a cycle that feeds itself. Prioritize sleep like it's non-negotiable because biologically speaking, it absolutely is. Strategy number 3 is managing your stress, and this goes way beyond bubble baths and meditation apps. Chronic stress keeps your body in a constant state of high alert, flooding your system with cortisol. That's helpful when you need to sprint away from danger, but not when cortisol is elevated day after day because of work deadlines, financial pressure, or relationship conflict. Prolonged cortisol elevation suppresses thyroid function, disrupts reproductive hormones, tanks your immune response, and promotes fat storage around the abdomen. Breathwork, mindfulness, time in nature, and genuine social connection have all shown measurable effects on cortisol levels in clinical research. These aren't soft suggestions, they're evidence-based tools. Even short daily practices make a physiological difference over time. Your nervous system needs regular opportunities to shift out of fight or flight mode, and giving it those opportunities is a form of hormonal medicine. Strategy number 4 is moving your body the right way, with emphasis on the right way. Exercise is hormone positive, but more is not always better. Intense exercise done excessively, especially combined with undereating, can raise cortisol to levels that actually suppress sex hormone production. Women in particular may experience disrupted menstrual cycles when they overtrain without adequate recovery. Resistance training is one of the most powerful tools for improving insulin sensitivity, which, as we discussed, has a massive downstream effect on hormonal balance overall. Building muscle helps your body use glucose more efficiently, reducing the demand on insulin. Moderate aerobic exercise like walking and cycling reduces cortisol and supports heart health without the stress load of high-intensity training done every single day. The key is variety, consistency, and making sure your recovery matches your output. Strategy number 5 is reducing your exposure to hormone-disrupting chemicals. This is the one most people haven't heard enough about. Endocrine disruptors are chemicals found in everyday products that mimic or interfere with your hormones inside the body. Things like BPA found in certain plastics, phthalates in synthetic fragrances, pesticide residues on conventionally grown produce, and certain compounds in non-stick cookware have all been linked in research to hormonal disruption. You cannot eliminate all exposure because these chemicals are unfortunately widespread in our modern environment. But you can meaningfully reduce your load by making some practical switches. Choose glass or stainless steel containers over plastic when you can. Look for fragrance-free personal care products. Wash your produce thoroughly. These small changes add up, especially when made consistently over months and years. Your liver works hard to clear these compounds, and reducing the incoming load helps it do that job more effectively. Strategy number 6 is supporting your gut health, and this connection to hormones is something science is getting genuinely excited about. Your gut is involved in hormone metabolism in ways that were not fully appreciated until recently. There's a specific collection of gut bacteria called the estrobolome that directly influences how estrogen is metabolized and eliminated from your body. When that gut community is unhealthy or imbalanced, estrogen can be reactivated and recirculated instead of excreted, contributing to conditions like estrogen dominance. Beyond estrogen, your gut produces neurotransmitters like serotonin that influence mood, appetite, and sleep, which are all tightly linked to hormonal health. A diverse, fiber-rich diet feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Fermented foods like kefir, kimchi, yogurt, and sauerkraut introduce beneficial organisms into your system. Reducing antibiotics when not medically necessary helps preserve that bacterial diversity, because research shows a single course of antibiotics can significantly reduce gut microbial variety. Taking care of your gut is essentially taking care of your hormonal communication network from the inside. Now here's the thing about all 6 of these strategies. None of them work in isolation. They work together as a system. Your food choices affect your gut, which affects your hormone metabolism. Your sleep affects your cortisol, which affects your insulin, which affects your weight, which circles back to your hormonal health. Managing stress protects your gut lining and your sleep quality simultaneously. Everything is interconnected, which is why dramatic changes in one area without addressing the others often produce disappointing results. The approach that actually works is steady, consistent effort across multiple areas over a sustained period of time. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Small, compounding improvements in what you eat, how you sleep, how you manage stress, how you move, what you're exposed to, and how you care for your gut will build genuine hormonal resilience over time. If you've been struggling with symptoms you can't quite explain, these 6 strategies are a powerful starting point worth taking seriously. If this gave you something valuable today, hit that like button because it genuinely helps this content reach more people who need it, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Your body is smarter than you think, and given the right conditions, it knows how to find its way back to balance. You've got this.